Vande Guru to all of you. On the occasion of the first open house and the new academic year 2025-26, again we are at PIS Talegaon for one more video and with a theme that is probably very unique and close to each one of us. आप ये सोच रहे होंगे इस बार क्या थीम होगा? This theme has nothing to do with your books, your teachers, your school, your curriculum, CBSE, your board, or your city. This theme has to do with the human being. This theme has to do with the human, the core human being, which all of us are basically. I'm talking about the inner qualities, which is the most important thing, which is the rarest today, which is bhav ka bhav. Should I repeat again? Bhav ka bhav means the emotions that we are talking about, the rarest. We have emotions. Actually, our emotions are captured in the emoticons because we are living in a digital world where all our emotions are categorized in terms of one emoticon. But actually, emotions are not that. Emotions are of different types. You have social emotional, you have personal individual emotion, you have as a countryman your emotions, you as a neighbor you have your emotions. Also you forget about the people around you. I think you have a lot of emotions which are duty bound to your own self. I'm not talking about your bhav towards others. Primarily our bhav towards our own self is most important. हम अपने आप को भी प्यार नहीं करते सच्चे दिल से, सच्चे मन से, अपने तरफ कभी देखते भी नहीं झांक के कि हमारा भाव कैसा है. If we would have been taking care of ourselves, if our bhav would have been good, how can we neglect our own self, our own body? How can we neglect our own food, our own sleeping pattern? How can we have an instrument which we know that it is not very good for me, the mobile? And how can we forget something like a book which is good for me? How can I not eat good food? How can I not sleep 8 hours or 7 hours every day? How can I not speak with good intonation and voice modulation to myself, saying that I like myself? Today you could see a small children or somebody who is already very grown up, somebody who is not educated at all and somebody who is very educated. Everywhere there is a scarcity of bhav, the emotions, the true qualities that all of you need to possess. What we become today or tomorrow, it's just a byproduct of what we are doing. But what kind of emotions that we carry is what will make us or break us today, tomorrow, and also probably the yesterday is also responsible for the same. So I'm asking my parents, my students, my teachers, and also to myself, can we inculcate, can we nourish, can we protect the good bhav, emotions, not the intelligence, not even the wisdom, just those soft things which is the most core to our living, our personality. Just imagine a small child when the child is not grown up, not has gone to the school, not met the teachers. The child is so pure. The smile of a child is always, everybody feels like capturing the smile of a child because that time the bhav, the emotion is not diluted. It's undiluted. On this open house in the year 2025-26, I urge, request and plead with folded hands to everybody. Nurture good emotions, protect excellent emotions, share outstanding emotions. Let's make this world a beautiful world where we should not have scarcity of emotions, bhav. भाव का अभाव नहीं होने से स्वभाव अच्छे हो जाएंगे. अगर स्वभाव अच्छा हो जाएगा इस दुनिया में कोई भी तकलीफ़, कोई भी बुराइयाँ नहीं रहने वाली है. हम लोग खुशी से, आनंद से मज़े से रहेंगे और एक दूसरे को आराम से एक्सेप्ट करेंगे और हमें कोई किसी भी चीज़ का कोई तरह का प्रॉब्लम या किसी तरह का उलझने नहीं होंगे. लास्टली आई वुड लाइक टू से, when the problem meets the solution, it's an opportunity. I repeat, when the problem meets a solution, it's an opportunity, and that opportunity can come through bhav. Thank you and have an excellent day.